you have reduced your positions in China dramatically.
What we have done is we have consolidated our positions in China.
You used the word consolidate.
We have evolved towards those companies that are serving more and more of the population. Regulatory clarity, taking away uncertainty, is a positive for investors.
You offloaded Tesla 350,000 September.
I am a portfolio manager. This is what portfolio management means.
Why not just buy and hold?
We like to sell high, buy low.
Yeah, every investor wants to sell high and buy low. So thank you very much, Cathie, for your time to join Top Investors Talks.
Very happy to be with you, Ivan, today. Thank you.
China first. You said in mid-September in front of a group of institutional investors that you have reduced your positions in China dramatically. So what do you mean by dramatically?
We understand when any country undergoes a period of change because of policymaking, we need to understand what the change means. And in the case of China, what we have done is we have consolidated our positions in China towards those companies that we believe are more focused on common prosperity. And so for right now, that means there will be changes in management. And we also need to know how the margin structure, so the gross margins and the operating margins of the companies are going to change, because common prosperity means probably lower prices and lower margins to benefit the population.
You used the word consolidate, which means you are selling some and buying some. And would you please elaborate something on that?
So we have evolved towards those companies that are serving more and more of the population in China. So Tier 3, Tier 4 cities and beyond. There are, for example, JD Logistics. We have been so impressed with JD Logistics' technological advancement and its desire to push logistics through, meaning modern logistics, throughout the country. And it's very low margin, but very high tech. That combination is great, I think, in terms of its prospects for the future. Same with JD.com and Pinduoduo. Pinduoduo especially very interested in everything that they're doing for the farmers and the grocery sector in the lower tier countries or the more expansive part of the country. So they might have lower margins, but their volumes will explode. And that's a very nice combination.
So what is the long-term play here?
I think regulatory clarity, taking away uncertainty, is a positive for investors. Now, in the beginning, it's a shock. And that's why we reduced our position saying, okay, who are the new leaders of these companies? What will the margin structure, so the profitability of these companies be? And then once we figure that out, given how amazing the opportunities are in China, given the entrepreneurial spirit, the DNA of China, the entrepreneurial spirit is such that once these entrepreneurs figure out, okay, what are the new rules of the game, they'll figure out how to thrive in the game. So it doesn't mean we're negative long term. It does not. I do hear a lot of investors in the Western world saying this is uninvestable. We do not agree with that. And we're trying to figure out what the new rules of that game are. So this is part of investing.
You always said that in 5 years horizon.
Yes, we have a 5-year investment time horizon. And I do believe we need to know the rules of the game as we're investing. China is the government sets a priority and, the whole country falls in line. In other countries, it's much more messy. In China, once the central government makes up its mind about the best course for China, then we know the rules of the game.
You are a very special investor. And you said that the hardest hit will be those who spend the past decade juicing earnings rather than investing in the future. So you are definitely in the growth camp. So in this regard, what is your take on Warren Buffett?
You know, I respect Warren Buffett enormously. He's had an incredible career. Now, his career was built during a time when not much changed in the world. And during the one time that a lot seemed to change, which was the tech and telecom bubble, well, back then, it was moving too quickly, and it ended badly. It really ended badly. So he was right, and value took off for 7 years afterwards. But the seeds for what we are about to experience, what we're experiencing now in terms of innovation and the explosive growth that we're going to see during the next 5 to 10 years, the seeds for that were planted during the 20 years that ended in the tech and telecom bubble and the bust. But I do believe now, if I could talk to him, and I haven't talked to him, I'd love to talk to him, but if I could talk to him, I would say, Warren, or Mr. Buffett, Warren, you know, we have spent the last 25 to 30 years. These seeds have been gestating, and now they're blossoming. And we see 5 innovation platforms evolving at the same time. So DNA sequencing, adaptive robotics, energy storage, artificial intelligence, blockchain technology.
You said that innovation will play a very important role in your investment decision. My question is, what makes you believe that a company is investable? You know, many of the companies that you chose, the technologies that they have, maybe in the very early stage, how to identify them?
Yes. So in order for a stock to enter our portfolio, we have to believe that during the next 5 years, so that's our investment time horizon, we have to believe that the market is beginning to understand how provocative and transformative these technologies are going to be. For example, autonomous taxi networks. We believe globally in the year 2030 will deliver $10 to $12 trillion of revenues in 2030 versus 0 now.